Here's something I didn't have on my bingo card. Stallone goes full MAGA. Don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I have somebody special to bring in to talk about it with me. Spencer Bacculi from Bounding into Comics. How you doing, Spencer?
Culture, I'm doing well. I'm happy to be here. I don't think I've ever been on your channel proper.
No, and it's been, you know what? It's been too long since you've been here before, which you haven't. So thanks for coming. I appreciate that. But what we need to jump into is the story which Christian Toto, one of our pals, put out there on Hollywood and Toto on his own website. And he is a great writer and wonderful content creator
Oh
and
yeah, shout
distributor.
out Christian Toto.
That's right. And let's shout him out even more right here. Stallone goes MAGA. Rocky dubs Trump the second George Washington, which is why I actually have that wonderful thumbnail that you guys came into, right? Right. Anyway, so the star in awe of President-elect Trump defying Hollywood's new blacklist. That's right. He really is. He's kind of destroyed it, to be fair. I think Christian Toto said the same on his Twitter. But actor Zachary Levi, if you remember that, Spencer, said, so, yeah, exactly. Shazam said supporting Donald Trump is career self-ending. Tell that to Sylvester Stallone.
But Whoopi told me that he was full of it. She went on The View and she said, "There's no way. He's just trying to play the victim."
Well,
I'm also being completely sarcastic, guys.
Oh,
She's full of it.
yeah, she is. She's fully full of it. Fully full of it. That's a big one. Anyway, so
full it.
Well, I mean, she's fully full of it. She's pretty full of something. Anyway, the 78-year-old is one of the industry's biggest stars, and he's been that since 1976. His Oscar-winning Rocky, giving us more iconic characters after that, including John Rambo, and currently stars in the hit Paramount Plus series Tulsa King, which everybody loves in season 2. Now he's throwing his considerable weight behind a man who survived 2 ending attempts and is the enemy of the industry that he calls home. I don't think that's overstating it. What do you think?
That's not even an understatement or an overstatement. That is an understatement. Like, enemy? No, they consider him like the literal coming of the Antichrist.
Yeah, that might be true. And of course, we're talking about President-elect Donald Trump, former President Trump, 45 and 47, if you prefer.
Which one of those takes precedent, Culture? Is it President-elect or former president?
Well, I mean,
President-elect probably.
Well, no matter what, he's still addressed president. I mean,
of course.
Yeah. So even as a former president, you're still called president, and as president-elect, you're basically, the next president. So is he 1.5 presidents? I don't know. Try to figure that one out. I do know this, that Stallone appeared at Mar-a-Lago Thursday to introduce the country's former and future president. See, everybody's going to be doing that forever now. It's like,
right? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What? Anyway, so Stallone appeared there. He invoked his beloved Rocky character, reminding the audience of what Trump endured in the recent years. 2 impeachments, 34 felony convictions, which weren't felonies, by the way. You had to have an underlying count that would make it a felony, which they didn't, which means that that's kind of a bogus thing, and everybody knows it, and it's going to be stricken away. It's fine. Anyway, but 2 ending attempts are the things I think are most terrifying, to be fair, especially on U.S. soil, also a problem. But the most corrupt media attacks in modern history. Spencer, can you think of more corrupt media attacks on a president or a government official than what he's had to go through for 11 years?
Genuinely no. Maybe just by sheer comparison of how stupidly a non-issue it was. Maybe Obama during the tan suit era, when everybody was losing their minds about that, and everybody else just went, "What are you talking about, media? Like, let's calm down."
To highlight just how much of a non-issue that was, Spencer, I don't remember it. I don't remember that. That's how non-issue it was. But anyway, Hollywood be darned. See, yeah, Christian, you use colorful language. I'm going to clean it up a little, bro. Let's clean it up. Anyway,
because we have to be on the YouTubes.
That's right. And I don't say the bad words so easily on my channel. If I show up over on Bounding, though, I'm free flowing. I'm a sailor.
Let it fly.
That's right. Anyway, so Stallone recalled the early scenes from Rocky to set the stage, where he found a church that had been converted to a boxing gym with the word inscribed on the gym, "Resurrection." So it was the perfect way for to introduce Rocky Balboa to audiences. It was also probably the perfect way for Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, to reintroduce the president of the United States. This man was going to go through a metamorphosis and change live, just like President Trump. What a great way to introduce the man, right? The crowd cheered. Of course they did. It was a kind of a captured crowd, let's say. They were all big fans. So we're in the presence of a really mythical character, he said of Trump. Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so I'm in awe. He spoke some more, emphasizing that he really meant his next few words. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea he was going to change the world. Guess what? We got our second George Washington. Man. Now, first of all, I would have had goosebumps if I was in that room. And you could not help but cheer, I would imagine.
Maybe if you were in the room.
Whoa, you wouldn't have been bumpily goosed?
I do not like any politician. So when I hear worship of a politician like this, equating them to mythical figures like George Washington or Jesus with the resurrection thing, like I'm just going, you guys need, like, that's too over the top for me. I'm just like, he's still a person. He's still just a guy.
Understood. And I appreciate that you will not deify individuals. That's a solid base there, my friend. Anyway, so this is kind of amazing. Stallone can be seen next in a film called Armor, which is hitting theaters on the 22nd. I didn't even know this, so I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, but it's co-starring Jason Patrick, who I think is great, and Dash Mihawk. I don't know who that is, actually.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, and Stallone is a thief that's trying to steal an armored truck brimming with cash. Well, sounds like he's playing his Tulsa King character, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, like, that sounds kind of pretty generic, but I'm still kind of pretty in for it.
Yeah. What I know is this. The fact that you have an entire industry, absent a few people, of course, Zachary Levi and Stallone notwithstanding, but that just doesn't like this man for no discernible reason. They can't articulate it. And I don't understand. Why did this happen? Why are they so worried about his presence for the second time? What is it about this new president, this new old president? And we're going to be doing this forever. What is it about him that I've never had this answer? Maybe you have it, Spencer. What is it about him that is just so anger inducing for them?
Well, there's a couple factors here. One, there's obviously the partisanship of it all, which is, left, right. If you're on the left, you're always going to automatically dislike the right, and vice versa. There's also sort of related, not completely detached from that point, but with the partisanship, you have a lot of the media, fanning the flames, playing the inflammatory, oh, the sky is falling, and that's on all sides. That's the consequence of the 24-hour news cycle where, they want to make their revenue. They need you to pay. They need you to look. So there's a lot of that. A lot of that is rooted in just base partisanship where you're on the other side. You're not on my side. And then, of course, some of them can take it a little deeper and go, I disagree with you on, your policies. And that's, fine. Everybody in this country, nobody is ever going to agree on everything. Right. So I think there is a lot of that. And then honestly, this is me editorializing a bit, but I do think that one of the bigger consequences of Donald Trump being elected and having such a strong office is that the general decorum in the country has sort of fallen. He doesn't necessarily carry himself presidentially. He doesn't, go through the right channels. He's always, blasting people on Twitter, whipping out insults. Whether you like that or not, the fact of the matter is, it is a significant downgrade from all of the sort of interactions we've had in the past from our president. So when you have with that lowering of our discourse around just in general across the country, I think that's going to infuriate people. It's going to set people off, and it's going to make people double down on their not liking you.
Understood. Yeah, I can see some of that. I can also see the fact that we have a new type of a approach that he's taken. He did through the campaign and stuff like that. I'm hoping that continues. But we'll have to see at the end of the day. But hey, what do you think? For those of you out in the audience, I just have two questions. Is Trump the new Rocky, or is Trump, the new George Washington? Or anything else you'd like to say down in the comments section below. I know that's going to throw Spencer into a tizzy, but it'll be fine.
What
And
tizzy?
it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I do know that.
I'm pretty sure the only tizzy is that nobody's gonna want me back on this channel anymore.
Nah, it's not true. But I'll want you back, and you should too. Go check out Spencer on Bounding into Comics. He does great writing over there. Also, a great channel. Mr. Kabuto writer here. Also, he has another venture going on YouTube. It's something about foiling. He foils
Oh
things.
yeah, foil
Yeah.
variant.
Yeah.
If you guys know Andrew Rodriguez over at the Rippaverse, he and I have started up a show where we just talk comic books. So if that's
Up your alley, come hang out with us. Foil variant, just like it sounds. Type it into the search bar, you'll find us.
That's right. And do that because it's great. It's very enjoyable.
You
They
said
went.
doo-doo.
I did, but you guys went for a very long time last night, and I'm also
Oh,
talking
yes,
about the
we
length of their live stream. Anyway, so do me the small favor and do comment down below. Let me know if you want to see Spencer back again. Let me know if you don't want to see Spencer back again, and I'll listen to some of it maybe. On that on that note, as always, be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Double check you're still subscribed. If you're not, this is the time to do it. And until next time. See ya.